It's Saturday, Firewall. Let's go. So we got an EMOM 20 to start us out. This EMOM is not a conditioning EMOM. It's a strength EMOM, but it's all time component to it. So there's built-in rest. So in the first minute, you're gonna get a 30-second nose to wall handstand hold. In the second minute, you're gonna get 45 seconds of right arm curl to presses. In the third minute, you're gonna do 45 seconds of left arm curl to presses. In the fourth minute, you're gonna do a right arm suitcase hold, and then in the fifth minute, you're gonna do 45 seconds of a left arm suitcase hold. So the nose to wall handstand, Dave's gonna go up against the wall for us here. He's gonna start with his feet right up against the wall as he's at the top of the push-up. He can put his feet up, and then he can just hold that position. If he wanted to crawl his body all the way to the wall, where it's just his nose and toes touching like this, that could be his handstand hold as well. Make sure you have a clock under you so you can see the time and get your 30 seconds in. So after he holds for 30 seconds, he would drop down, and then he would get probably about a 20 to 30 second break, depending on when he actually came down. After his break, he would go on to his second minute of the 45-second right arm curl to press. Dave has in his right arm. He's gonna have his kind of a palm facing in towards his body. Beautiful. He's gonna do a nice hammer curl up to his shoulder, and then he's gonna press that way right up over his shoulder. Then he'll come back to his shoulder, and then he'll extend back down. So he's just rotating through this for 45 seconds on his right arm. Then he gets a 15-second break. Then he does 45 seconds on his left arm. What we want you to think about here is making sure that whatever reps you get on your right arm, you get the same amount of reps on your left. Try to keep them as even as possible. After he does that on each arm, then has 45 seconds of a suitcase carry hold. We want to, which is just a farmer's hold, except you are only having one arm. Dave's gonna actively press that weight out about 2 or 3 inches away from his body. Not that far, jeez Louise. Yeah, probably, yeah, that's better. Right around there. That's pretty good. The whole point is we don't want to just drop your shoulder down. We want it to be engaged and slightly out to the side, not very much. We want to keep your shoulders squared up as well as your hips. Show us without your shoulders squared up, Dave. If they weren't squared up. That's just disgusting. You are so hideous. So he is going to re-straighten up his body, and that was perfect. Perfect. 45 seconds each side there. You get a 15-second break in between those. After you rotate through that 4 times, because it's an EMOM 20, there's 5 stations, 4 times through. You have an AMRAP 9. It's gonna be a burner. You have 50 air squats and 25 dumbbell swings. You're trying to get 4+ rounds in this. You're trying to average about 2 minutes a round. So for his air squats, Dave's feet are under his shoulders. He's just gonna drop a low girl, and he's gonna stand right up, his hips and knees fully locked out. He's putting his hands out as he goes down for balance. You can really do whatever you want with your hands. Knees drive out, weight in the heels, chest stays up, eyes stay forward. Then his dumbbell swings. There, he can really keep his feet in that same position the entire 9 minutes. He's now going to hold that dumbbell. Both hands are holding one head of the dumbbell. He's gonna push his butt back. He's gonna pop his hips and let that dumbbell float right up to his eyes. This is a hip-driven motion, not a shoulder-driven motion. So he's really trying to, after pushing that butt back, bring those hips through aggressively and let that dumbbell start carrying upwards. Again, you're going for 4+ rounds in this workout. Move fast through those air squats. Make sure those hips lock out at the top. Best of luck.